I want to say thank you to all the instructors from CAPA NoVA Green Bamboo side and the student volunteers. They are doing such a wonderful job. Many of them don't really have teaching experience before, so this is actually their first time. And again, considering this is supposed to be their winter break, and they basically gave up their holidays and vacations and dedicated to this project. And I just want to say thank you for your effort and thank you for what you do. And this is, I hope this is going to be a really nice memory down the road, and considering this is a meaningful project. And for the students on the Kenya side, Duncan, thank you especially for your leadership, and Paris, Maria, and again, as always, Alice, as always, it's so good to see all of you. And we are going to have more and more students trickle in. Duncan told me there's several students are traveling, so there's possibility we may not have a big crowd today, but it is okay. All right, let's get started. As always, we are going to go through the review session first, and then we're going to dive into the new content for this class. And today, our instructor is Audrey. And Audrey has a little friend on her shoulder, apparently. And what's her name, Audrey?
Her name's Zhima.
Zhuma?
芝麻就是
Zhima. Okay, all right. Is she going to teach as well?
No, I'm just like here to make sure she doesn't like shout. Like she can be really loud, so I just want to make sure.
I'm glad you have your assistant there. All right. Okay, welcome everyone. I see more students just join us. What I need you to do is please turn on your camera and be ready for the class. All right. Audrey, without any further ado, let's get started. Audrey, can you share screen? Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so this is lesson 3 to 5.
Hold on. Yeah. All right. It just showed up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Lesson 3 to 5 to model 5, and we'll review from last class. So yeah, this is like the terms. We'll just quickly go over them, and then so I'll read them like 3 at a time. Like 你好，谢谢，再见。Yeah.
你好，谢谢，再见. Yeah, everybody, please follow Audrey to go over the slides. Go ahead. Yeah, Audrey.
Okay, and then
Audrey, I think it's still let's do one at a time. I think otherwise it's a little bit.
Okay. So I think this is last class, so we'll just do this really quick. 酒店大堂5星级酒店。
Audrey, let's do one at a time. 酒店 Yeah. So people can follow you. Yeah. 酒店
酒店
酒店大堂 Yes, and then 5星级酒店
5星级酒店
and then 前台房间钥匙房卡预定入住退房单人房双人房
双人
电梯，
电
楼梯。
楼梯
Yes. Yeah, we already went over it last class. And this is all like the sentence structures last class. And then yeah, I'll just go over it. 欢迎我们到酒店了。
欢迎
欢迎
我们到酒店了。
请到前台办入住。
请到前
请到
台办入住。Very good, Paris.
这是您的房间卡，房间号是 anything。
这是您的房卡，房间号是
入住时间是3点，退房时间是12点。
入住时间是3点，退房时间是12点。
Yes. And this is in like chronological order, so like this is like from like you can first say this and then to this after they're like kind of done like checking in. And so this is lesson 3, and it's gonna talk about service and features. So this is 三餐, yeah. So 三餐 is like, yeah, and it's like the 3 meals. Like by itself, it means 3 meals, and then this vocabulary, it's like 包括三餐。
包括三餐。Yeah, so basically when you, yeah, remember in the previous class when we talk about the hotel, 全包旅basically if whether the hotel arrangement has all meal covered or not, you can use this phrase 包括三餐 basically is include all 3 meals in the package. So
Yeah.
包括三餐
Yeah. So like
三餐 means 3 meals. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so they might say like, oh, does it has like if a tourist say like if there's like meals every day, you can say like, oh, this hotel 是包括三餐的, like that's how you use it. And then the next term is 免费的网络。
免费的网络
Yeah, and it
free
means like
Wi-Fi.
and it means like free Wi-Fi. So if you say like, oh, is this like if someone asks you like is this Wi-Fi free, like 这里有免费的网络吗? You say 有的 like that. Yeah, and then this is 游泳池. We already seen it, so it's just swimming pool. Like 游泳池.
游泳池
Okay, so I have a scenario, and then if a client asks about like free Wi-Fi at like a lodge in Amsodi National Park, what would you like respond? Raise your hand if you want to answer.
Can somebody say well try to say it in English first. Does the Embassy Lounge has Wi-Fi or meals provided? Does it has swimming pool? Anyone? Anyone? Or you can type in the chat. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. How about let's just pretend. Let's say we do have 3 meals covered, and we do have free Wi-Fi, but there's no swimming pool. How do you say that in Chinese? Can somebody give it a try? Duncan, I always pick on you.
I'm trying. Maybe the first one. If there is a free Wi-Fi, I've written down Shida. I don't know if it's making sense. Shida, Yomian Fei Da, Yomian Fei Da Wang Lo.
Good job.
That's,
Yes, it's perfect. Perfect. Okay. And also you have the free meals, 3 meals. What do you say?
So I have to put and. Okay, I'm not sure what and is. Maybe if I get help to say and.
Oh, cool.
还有
I think someone else can go as I prepare my sentence, get my sentence together.
Horace. No. Let's yeah, hurry, give it a try.
I'll say
Horace,
Jashini da Julian yo bao kwa san sai hayo mien fei da wang lo bushi bushi me yo yu yong chi.
Well, you almost got it. Instead of 不是 you can say 可是 but 没有游泳池 yeah 可是 yeah 没有游泳池 yeah you're doing great Paris. I will give you at least the 95 points. That's very nice. Anyone else wants to give it a try?
Me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look at Julian. 到3层，还有免费的网络，但是没有游泳池。
What's that? Wonderful. Good job, Maria. Perfect. That is very perfect. And I'm so glad you're actually saying it so fluently and with a lot of confidence. That's beautiful. Anyone? Let's just have one more student give it a try. Can we have one more? Come on, hurry. You can do it.
这个酒店有包括3餐，还有免费的网络，但是没有游泳池。
Wonderful. Very nice. Okay, this is a good practice, and this is how you see you can use all this the vocabularies that we just learned and try to combine the standard sentence structure that we have learned previously. All right, marvelous. All right, and Audrey, continue.
Okay. All right. So moving on to lesson 4, and it's describing hotel amenities. So this is like, So this is like a bit about like food, a lot about food, and then this is not about food. So we'll go with that first. And this is like 说中文的工作人员.
说中文的
工作人员
Very nice. So basically, this is a Chinese speaking staff. 中文 is the Chinese. 工作人员 is the staff. So okay, so let's try it one more time. 说中文的工作人员.
说中文的
工作人员。
Very nice. So again, think about staff is the subject, and the people who speak in Chinese is the adjective. So again, put your adjective in front of the subject, and this is the same thing as in English. 说中文的 that's basically the Chinese speaking. That's the adjective to describe the staff 工作人员. All right, one more time. 说中文的工作人员.
说
很大很粗
There you go. Very nice, very nice. Okay, next one.
Yeah. So for this, I think in literal meanings you can comprehend it as like 工作 is like working, and then 人员 is like people. So like Chinese working people, like yeah. I think you can like remember it. And then so the next one is yeah, we'll move on to this one. 丰富的中国菜。
丰
丰富
富的中国菜 Yeah.
And 丰富 is like rich, and like plenty is like a lot of difference. And then 中国菜 is like 菜 is like food, and then 中国 is like China. So yeah. So you can like, this is how you describe like the food in like a restaurant. And yeah, so like, so you can like get maybe like people interested in this restaurant. You can like use this quote. So maybe we'll like say it again because it's quite a long term. 丰富的中国菜。
丰富的中国菜 Okay, again, think about 中国菜, the Chinese food or Chinese dishes as the main subject. 丰富的 is the rich variety. That's the adjective, again, adjective in front of subject. And same thing as in English. And in this case here is 丰富的中国菜. Okay, all right. Now, what I had experienced is actually for most of the hotels and the camp lodging place, the food that's served there are either local or very much westernized. So, it is very common that you see buffet that include steak, bread, pasta, pizza. It's just quite larger variety and choices, but very much Western styled dishes. But there are very good Chinese restaurants in Kenya, close to the airport. I forgot, Duncan, what was that restaurant's name?
Let me just type in the restaurant name.
Yes. Yeah. So for those of you who really have a chance, who going to have a chance visit Kenya, make sure you go to that restaurant. My goodness, the dishes prepped there is just simply amazing. And I mean, I never imagined, somewhere in Africa, they have such authentic Chinese food, and the quantity, the service is all marvelous. And I just feel very grateful, Duncan's team was able to take us there and had such a wonderful time. And the owner there is very friendly as well. So anyway, like I said, throughout the trip, most of the dishes that we have experienced are very much westernized, but it's again, you can expect like 5-star hotel, quality food throughout. And if you really specifically want Chinese food, there are really good restaurants in Kenya as well. So again, for those of you, just remember the subject, the key subject in the phrases that Audrey just taught, and depends on whether the lodging that it serves Chinese food or Western food, you can plug in the subject differently. Okay.
Yeah. So back to that, the adjective stuff. So this like 丰富 that can be used like a lot, and then yeah. So like 丰富 that you can say it's like we'll learn about this, and then we can like plug this in, and then 丰富的本地美食, or like 丰富的 like whichever country's like food it is, like yeah. So yeah, so it's like just used to describe how good a restaurant's like food is. And then we move on to 餐厅. So this is restaurant. So 餐厅.
餐厅 餐厅
And then
or restaurant, there, again, I just want to let everybody know, I mean, Chinese, there's no difference compared to other language. Even though we say restaurant, we can translate it into 餐厅, but there are other terms that can be used that has a similar meaning as well. For instance, 饭店, 饭馆, again, depends on how comfortable you are. You can use either, any one that you just keep in mind that there is not just a simple one phrase to to do the translation. So in this case here, there you go. Thank you so much, Audrey. And she just put in the chat box the 3 possible translations or terms that you can use to describe restaurant. In this case here, 餐厅, 饭店, 饭馆, that all means similar, okay?
Yes, and then this is the type of 餐厅 you can like go to. So this is like Chinese food. This is like Western food. Because like, I mean, Chinese people usually categorize like a lot of Western food as like one. So they would just like 西餐 as in like like a whole category. And then 本地的美食 like local foods, and you can so we'll go over it. And then 中餐
中餐
中餐厅and then 西餐厅
西餐厅
and then 本地的美食
本地的美食 Yeah, so basically 本地的美食 is typically you want to use that to describe local food. And again, this is going to be something really unique for Africa safari trips. And when I was there back in August, and Duncan had arranged a specific place that we were able to sit down as a group. And what is really fun is they had, I think it is either pork or beef, basically a large shack, and they barbecued it, chopped it in front of you, and everybody sort of like, served around this big table, and there were corn. Duncan, tell me about all the local food, the name again. There were corns and...
We have, the corn was ugali.
Guali?
Yes, ugali was the corn. And then we had some roasted potatoes.
There you go. Yeah.
Then you had some mix of some tomatoes and some onions. We call it kachumbari.
Okay, right. So anyway, it is a very, very fun experience. Again, imagine, you don't have chopsticks or forks, knives, none of those. And you just almost like a very, I don't want to, I don't know what's the right term, but it's very, very natural setting. And people are so friendly. We just get together, and food is so, they're not overly processed. It is all very natural flavor. So again, this is very unique experience. Again, 本地的美食 local food, local delicious, again, 本地的美食 local food.
本地的美食.
There you go, Duncan. So next time, make sure you use this phrase when you take people to experience that, okay? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so also I added the brackets so that like it kind of means different things. So if you do not like if you don't read the thing in the bracket, it just means like cuisine. Like it means like this is like Chinese cuisine, like Chinese food kind of, and it's not like restaurant. And if you add 餐厅, then it means restaurant, like Chinese restaurant. Yeah, so this is like the brackets are like kind of different ways to use this. Yeah, and then the last term, it's 服务生.
服务生。
服务生，服务，服务
Fruition.
生，服务生。
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so basically, yeah, that's for waiter or waitress, and you want to the time that you want to use this phrase is, for instance, people will ask you, shall I give tip to the waiters or shall I give tips to the waitress? Depends on the situation. I know a lot of the accommodations, they don't ask you to give tips to the specific people who serve you, but rather you put tips in the front desk where there is a donation box or tip box. So again, you want to say, for instance, tips, 小费 in Chinese. And we have already introduced it in the previous class. And again, you can combine the different terms together and structure a sentence. All right, go ahead, Audrey.
okay. This is the sentence structures and some examples. So, 这个酒店有很多中餐厅，里面有很丰富的中国菜。
这个酒店有很多中国餐厅，里面
有丰富的
中国菜。Perfect phrase, very nice. Yeah, and again, the 汉语拼音the pronunciation, the phonics is second line. As long as you know how to do the consonant, vowels, the four tones, you should be able to follow the pronunciation. All right. Shall we try it one more time? Audrey, let's do it one more time.
这个酒店有很多中餐厅，里面有丰富的中国菜。
这个酒店
有很多
中国餐厅，
里
里
面
面有丰富的中国菜。Very nice, very nice.
And you can also just like, if you only use like 很多餐厅, and then you can describe like 丰富的 what kind of dishes they serve. Yeah. So maybe like for example, like 这个酒店有很多餐厅，里面有很多本地的美食，或丰富的本地的美食。Like you can like use that. So okay, next sentence. 酒店里有说中文的工作人员，这样你们就不需we'll just skip the last part because I added that to like to describe like what this sentence means. So 酒店里有说中文的工作人员。
酒店里有说中文的工作人员。
Yeah, so this just means the hotel has a lot of Chinese staffs.
酒店里有说中文的工作人员。
Good job, Duncan. Yeah. Just the first part. Forget about the second half. Yeah.
I added that to explain. Okay, the third one. 这个餐厅有本地的美食。
这个餐厅
有本地的
美食。
Yep. And you can also plug this in to this kind of sentence structure, and it's more, it just like talks more about it, and then it's like more fancy. So yeah. Sure. So lesson 5, yay. Okay. This is the process. I kind of like made them into 5 steps, and then this is like the kind of key vocabulary for each step. So we'll go through them. 护照.
护照，
and then 酒店，房间号，
房间号，
餐厅，
餐厅，
退房。Yeah, so I think this is the only new vocabulary here. So like 护照, and those are some phrases to use. Yeah, so 请出示你的护照。
请出示你的护照。
Yeah, and this is kind of important because it's kind of new.
So yeah.
So 出示 is show, and then 出示 is like a really formal way to say show, and then yeah, new vocabulary. Okay. The second sentence, 您的房间号码是305。
您的房间号码是305。
Yes. So for this one, you don't really need to use 号码. I don't know why I added it. Maybe I was just typing it. So yeah, so just like 房间号是305, like it works just fine.
房间号是305。
I'll try to make it fancy.
Okay, so for this 房间号, I did the brackets because they can mean different things. So 房间 is room, and then at a hall it's room number. So yeah. The third sentence, 我们会在早上8点05分退房。
我们会在早上8点05分退房。All right. So everyone, I know this is a little bit, well, I want to say rather complicated for all of you. But however, I'm pretty confident that, with more practice, you should feel comfortable, go through this, go through this page. Now think about it. As a tour guide, typically, what happens is you will need your guest's passport to help them to check in. And once all settled, you have the room key and you have the room card, and you will distribute it to the individual, tell them their room numbers. And then you want to say, all right, at this time, we are going to meet at the restaurant at this time for briefing, and make sure you know that we are going to check out on this date at this time. So this is typically that you will tell your guest when they check in. And so I want you to think about a scenario. Again, use that little lines that I just described and see what you do. For instance, at the very beginning, you won't need their passport. So basically you want to say, 我需要你们的护照，帮你们办入住 to help you to do the check-in. Right? 入住, remember that is the check-in that we have learned in the previous class. 我 me, I 需要 I will need your passport. 我需要你的护照 护照 is passport. 我需要你的护照 to help you帮你办入住 to help you check in, to do the hotel check-in. All right. And then after you do the check-in, you bring your room key, room card to your guest, and then you tell them, 这是你的房卡，你的房间号是305。这是你的房卡， 你的房间号是305. This is your room. This is your room key, and here is your room number 305. Okay, you tell them that, and then you tell them, say, all right, we're gonna meet at a restaurant for briefing, and please remember that we're gonna check out at 8:05 tomorrow, and again, we are gonna meet at a restaurant. You can say, 我们在餐厅见面，请大家记住，我们早上8点05分退房。All right, so basically, by knowing the key phrases and the key vocabulary, you should be able to structure your basic conversation at opening on your job. All right, so again, I'm just going to repeat it one more time using a scenario. Let's say you have a group visitors and you are going to help them check into the hotel. First, you want to ask for their passport and then to help them to check in. Once you get the room keys, room cards, you tell them, here's your room key, your room number is 305, and then you also tell them, please remember that we are going to check out in the morning at 8:05, and we're going to meet at lobby and go together. So in Chinese, basically you want to say, 我需要你的护照帮你办入住，这是你的房卡，你的房间号是305，请记住，我们会在早上8点05分退房，我们在餐厅见面。All right, so basically those are your lines potentially that you can use. Okay, Audrey, let's continue.
Okay.
We're at a break already. This is a little, actually, we have quite a lot of content that just covered in this class. Does anybody has questions right now?
Or maybe we can practice like a little more with sentence structures or something.
I think that would be a good idea. Is everybody okay that we go through the slides one more time?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's put it out.
Okay. Yeah, so this is hotel services, and I mean, this is kind of just vocabulary, and then
No. Yeah, I'll just follow your slides and just go through the Chinese part. I think it's going to be helpful for them to memorize the sound. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to mention this, but like, so like 包三餐包括三餐, like before it you can like ignore the 有, like you don't have to use you can just say 这里包括三餐, and then because like the other stuff you have to add like 有, like which is have, like 这里有就是这里有免费的网络, but for this word you don't need 有, you don't, yeah, so you can just say the word directly after the main subject. Yeah. So we'll go for it, and then 三餐, and then
Yeah. Everyone try to follow Audrey. Yeah. 三餐.
San San.
and then 包括三餐.
包括三餐.
免费的网络.
免费的网络. Okay, so Audrey, what she has just said, 包括, include. Basically, again, think about that. It's a verb. And again, when you structure a sentence, the verb can be changed to different things. For instance, in this case here, include 3 meals. include in Chinese is 包括, but if you want to say have 3 meals, that is 有. Again, so there are the different verbs that you can put it in front of the subject. All right, keep going.
So, 说中文的工作人员。
说中文的工作人员。
And 丰富的中国菜。
丰富的中国菜。
餐厅。
餐厅。
中餐厅。
中餐厅。
西餐厅。
西餐
厅。
本地的美食。
本地的美食。
的美食。
And 服务生。
服务生。
Sentence structures. So, okay, whatever. 这个酒店有很多中餐厅，里面有丰富的中国菜。
这个酒店有很多中餐厅，里面有丰富的中国菜。Very good, very good.
酒店里有说中文的工作人员。
酒店里有说中文的工作人员。Very good, very good.
这个餐厅有本地的美食。
这个餐厅有本地的美食。
For this word, I think you can for 美食 you can say like whatever place it is like that people are staying maybe, which is like because local you can like substitute that with like the village or like the city that's like kind of like special, and that's so you can so this is just like kind of like an adjective, and you can like take them apart. You can use them in different situations. So 护照。酒店。房间号。餐厅。退房。I feel like we can maybe make some sentences like out of this 5 steps, and then we can make like one each, and then we can like make them into like a really short like kind of process.
Yeah, good idea.
We can add that in the scenario.
Anyone wants to give it a try now? Just let's do first step, and let's say you need somebody's passport and you want to help them to check in. What do you say? Anyone? Very good. Say it louder. All right.
请出示你的护照。
Very nice. Very nice. And how about you say help somebody to do check-in? Check-in 是办入住. I need help you to check in. What do you say?
我要帮你入住。
Wow, very nice. Good job, Maria. Yeah, very good, very nice. Okay. Say that. Let's say you got the room keys and room cards, and you want to tell your customer, here's your room key, and your room number is 305. What do you say?
这个
Anyone?
是你的房间号码是305。
Maria, I'm so impressed. Perfect. Good job, Maria. All right. Anybody else wants to give it a try? Be brave. You can do it. Again, room key is 房卡. 房卡. Anyone?
这个
Go ahead. Hurry. You can do it.
这个你的房卡，你的房间号是305。
Very nice. Okay. All right. We are going to move on to the next part. And let's say we are going to meet. Can you go back to the previous slide, Audrey? Just the last part. Let's say we are going to meet at 8:05 in the morning and to do checkout, and we're going to meet at a restaurant. What do you say? 我们会在早上8:05退房，我们在餐厅见面。Meet. Can anybody give it a try? Alice, I haven't called on you yet. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Chris, you do that. You do it first. Go ahead.
我们在餐厅见面。会在 Okay, no, I'll start with the time. 我们会在早上8:50退房。见面餐厅。见面在餐厅。
Yeah, 在餐厅见面 at restaurant. Okay. Yeah, very nice. Good try. Anybody else wants to give it a try? All right, Haris, just one more thing. 8:05, you want to say 8:05.
8:05.
Yeah. O0, that in Chinese is 0, and 5 is 5. So just follow the sequence. 8:05 is 8:05. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Anyone? Last call, last try before we go to the break room. Anyone else? And anybody else who hasn't tried yet this morning?
会在早上8:05返，然后我们在餐厅我们在餐厅见面。
Yeah. Very good. Good job. All right. Okay. All right. Everyone, I think you have worked very hard. And again, I want to say this is getting harder and harder. You know, especially we are moving so fast. You know, not just to cover the basics, but also to combine what we have learned previously together, structure sentence on your own, and make it applicable to your work situation. So this is going to be a somewhat difficult challenge, but I really think you can do it. What I want you to remember is learning is your own responsibility. You want to improve daily compared to the previous day that, you know, what kind of knowledge that you have acquired. As long as you're making progress, you are doing well. Okay, the key is to keep improving on your own. And for today, what we're going to do is, again, we're going to take a 10 minutes break. And everybody, when you come back in, we're going to go to the breakout room and you will have more chance to practice. Again, think about the scenario. Use the knowledge that we have learned in the previous class and try to combine what you have learned, the vocabulary today, and create your own sentence. And in the breakout room, here's something else that I want you to do. Really think about the real situations in your job when you take your customer to the different locations, different restaurants, what kind of phrases that you will need, and tell that to your instructor. And your instructor is going to help you to structure the sentence in Chinese. All right. And then I really want to make sure the stories or the presentations that you do at the end is more applicable to your job rather than just simply to memorize some of the sentences from the book that will never be used in real life. Make sense?
Yes.
So, okay, very good. So again, understand what we have just taught and use your real life scenario. Tell your instructor, all right, what kind of hotel accommodations that you typically have, what kind of campground, the features you want to introduce to your customer, what kind of check-in processes you have, how about the restaurants, how about the different, facility features, what do you typically tell your customer? Use those knowledge that you typically have, share it with your instructor, and your instructor is going to help you to structure the sentence. Use the phrases and Chinese words that we have just learned. And then these are the real thing that you can potentially in the future use in your real job. I don't want you to just simply memorize what's on the book. Okay? What's on the book may never be used in your real life. Okay? All right. So everybody, you have 10 minutes break. And after that, we're going to come back and go to the breakout room. All right? Okay. Thank you, everyone.
谢谢。
谢谢。
On my way to
six.
If you want to add on to the different scenarios that we have learned in the previous class, you are welcome to do so. All right, Audrey, you can stop sharing the screen, and this way everybody can see each other. There you go. And everyone, please turn on your camera, and we are going to have some fun. And do we have any volunteers who wants to give it a try and show off your skill? There you go, Perez, go for it.
Okay, I'm a little bit nervous. Let me first.
You're going to be perfect. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. 您好，我叫安希，我是你的导游，欢迎来肯亚。肯亚有很多餐厅，比如中餐、西餐和本地的美食。我建议你去中国菜中餐厅，因为有丰富的中国菜。如果你不会说英文，没问题，这里有说中文的工作人员。这样你就要不需要别人翻译。别人帮您翻译了，其实包括三还有免费网络和游泳池。I'll end there.
Marvelous, marvelous. Thank you so much, Perez. And again, I want to compliment you. You're doing such a great job, and it's beautiful, beautiful. And I'm so glad that you're able to, build on what you have learned, make it longer and longer. And this is how we make progress. And keep in mind, for the last day, when we do our presentation, each one of you needs to have prepare for 3 minutes, talk in Chinese, and think about scenarios that you first meet your client, introduce yourself, introduce how are we going to, go about the check-in hotel accommodations, local, and introduce local restaurants. And tomorrow, and also the day after tomorrow, we're going to build on what we have learned in this past 4 days, talk about wildlife. So again, you want to build on the knowledge and start to, add on the introductions, tell your clients what you're going to see in Africa Safari, what kind of animals potential we're going to see, what is migration, so again, this is all the knowledge is all in your domain. The main thing is how you're going to transfer that knowledge into Chinese and make a bonding, make a bond with your customer. I think that's the beauty of this class. All right, so again, congratulations, Perez, you're doing wonderful. Do we have another volunteer? Can we have another volunteer? Come on, come on. You can do it. Anyone?
Let me try.
Alice? Yeah, go ahead.
我叫 Alice，这个不是离过去的公园，离这里不远，有很多餐厅，餐厅包括中餐厅、西餐厅和本地的美食，可以尝试不同的食物。餐厅有说中文的工作服务生。Yeah.
Wow, good job, Alice. And again, I want to compliment, you should be more confident because to be honest, your pronunciation is really, really good. And I'm rather amazed how fluent you are, with all those sentences. So again, have confidence. You're doing marvelous. Thank you so much, Alice. All right, we need another brave volunteer. Come on, we can do this. Duncan. Okay, Grace, go.
OK， 你好，我叫 Grace。你住的这个酒店有3个餐厅，1楼有一个中国餐厅，里面有丰富的中国菜，还有很多中国人员都会说中文，这样你不需要找一个翻译。2楼有一个本地的美食，里面有本地的工作人员，但是他们都会说中文。3楼有一个西餐厅，里面有很多美国的饭，但是他们的工作人员都说英语，所以你需要找一个翻译，我会推荐给你一个翻译。你选择的是哪一个？谢谢。
Grace. Lord, Grace, you are just amazing. What a beautiful presentation you just did. I am so impressed. Not only you combine the knowledge, and you're so creative, using the different scenarios of first floor, second floor, third floor. What are the different recommendations and selections that your customer can have? And you are just so comfortable with the language. I just feel you have this natural gift. I am expecting one day, hopefully you have a chance travel to China, and I'm pretty sure you will feel very comfortable there as well. And again, Grace, I am so happy for the progress you made. Marvelous. Congratulations. All right. Can we have another volunteer? Beautiful. You are all doing beautifully. God, I'm so impressed. Maria, can I call on you? Maria, you want to give it a try? You are my star students, you know that.
Yes.
Come on. Yeah, do it.
Yes. Ni hao. Israel. Yo Hado chanting. Chanting. Jung chanting. Yo shit chanting. Hayo. Dang dir. Bendy的美食，你想吃什么东西吗？这个中国餐厅有非常好吃的，你想吃吗？
想。Maria, something really interesting is I know you are not reading. You are not reading the lines in front of you. You are actually having that in your mind, and that's impressive. And it's already in your body, in your blood. So again, this is how you are really making the language a part of you. That is beautiful. All right, everyone. If you can get to that level without reading the lines in front of you or without memorizing, try to say what is what, becomes comfortable. I think that is the goal. Okay. All right. Maria, thank you for trying. Can we have another volunteer? We really need another one. Come on, we have all the brave ladies. We need a male. You know who I'm going to call. Come on, Duncan, you can do it. Duncan, go.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try. Mine, I'll just try. So, ni hao, 我叫 Duncan. Nairobi 有很多餐厅，我们有中餐厅，当地餐厅很细，当地餐厅很细，餐厅我讲你讲本地的美食。I don't know if I've made sense or.
I can understand. No problem, Duncan. I can understand. I will choose the local delicious. I will follow. Hey, listen, Duncan. You know, the key thing is, again, we are having fun here, and we are all learning, we are all enjoying, and the goal is, again, making progress every day. And however, like I said, we really want to build on to the knowledges that we have learned in the past 4 days, and think about it, the different scenarios. And I'm pretty sure with the teaching materials that you received, both PPT and also the video, you should be able to select the sentences that was presented in the class, modify it, plug in the new content, and be creative. And keep in mind, when we get to the last day, we are going to need everyone to do roughly a 3-minute presentation. And again, the 3 minutes, you can talk about anything. Talk about yourself, talk about Nairobi, Kenya, the different national park, talk about local restaurants, talk about hotel accommodations. You know, there's quite a bit that you can tell, you can talk, and you can share. And again, the challenges is how you structure those sentences into Chinese. And what I want to make sure is you are not feeling, God, this is too hard, or this is intimidating. Don't feel that way, because what I want to assure you is, first of all, for each day, we're going to have the review sessions keep repeating what we have learned in the previous. So tomorrow and the day after tomorrow are the only 2 new instruction class that we're going to have for this session. And the next 2 classes are going to focus on the wildlife. And again, there are going to be a lot of repetitions using the structure grammars that we have learned in the previous session and build on to the new vocabulary. Now, for basically, we are taking a break for the new year. So everyone, we won't have a class on January the 1st for 2025. And but we are coming back on January 2nd. And January 2nd and January 3rd are the 2 review days. And for those 2 review days, not only we're going to review what we have learned, but we're going to help every one of you structure that 3-minute presentation. And we're going to practice. And the last day is going to be your presentation on the 4th. Make sense, everyone? Okay. Can we have another volunteer? I don't think I ever called on Nayame. I'm sorry. How do you pronounce your name?
Nyambura.
Nyambura. All right, Nyambura. God, I love your dress, and it's beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Would you like to give it a try?
Yes, I would love to try.
Okay. Please do.
Okay, my scenario is that I assume I met a Chinese around the airport, not knowing where to go, but seems like he's looking for a restaurant. Now I want to give direction.
Great.
Okay. 那我开始说，欢迎肯尼亚，我叫 Damaris，你呢？
我叫周语言。
周也很高兴认识你啊。好像你叫人吗？还是你叫饭店？
叫饭店。
你叫饭店啊？太好了，我可以带你去一个附近有名的酒店，叫做 Hilton。Hilton 酒店，我教你怎么走。但是我看你有车，我教你怎么开走啊。打扰一下，有人叫我啊。
哇塞 God, she is so good. She is so good. I am so impressed. And she is so comfortable. Oh, amazing, amazing. Faith, be prepared. You will be next, okay? You can do it.
哦，回来了。
Very good.
OK。你从这里往前面走300米啦，左边有一个5星级酒店，叫做 Hilton， 里面有很多餐厅，每一个餐厅有停车场。我们驾车，我们走了，好像我们到了，你在这里停车。那好啦，你要吃什么菜呀？你是吃本地菜呀，中国菜呀，还是西菜？你随便选择。然后，假如说你吃本地菜，我说，如果说你吃本地菜，我推荐给你这个餐厅的一个特别有名的菜，叫做chapati。不要担心用中文点菜，因为这里有会说中文的服务生，欢迎。
Oh my God. Are you done? I want to hear more. You know what? I am going to call on you more in the class. You have no idea how good you are. And I am just so thrilled. And this is amazing. What a beautiful presentation you just did. And what's also amazed me is you actually have a lot of new vocabularies added to your presentation that was not taught in the class. For instance, like a 停车场, for instance, like 500米 go in front, go to the front. You know, a lot of those we haven't taught in the class. You must have learned it before. Did you take a Chinese class before? You are muted. You are muted.
不好意思啊。Yeah, I'm almost 1 year now.
Okay, all right. Listen, you're doing great. And I'm especially proud of you because I somehow, again, I can feel the comfort, the ease. You have this Chinese language. And just keep on the practicing and you will be there. All right. All right, Faith, I'm not going to bother you because I know you're not really feeling well. And I will hopefully, see you next time and have you in the presentation. Okay, Faith? All right, very good. We're going to close the session for today. And again, thank you to all the students. Be proud for all the progress that you have made. And you can see with each day, every one of you making progress. And this is amazing. And for all the students, I want to say it one more time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for your dedication and contributing to this marvelous project and making our friends feel comfortable with this new language and be more confident with their customer in the future. All right, we're going to close the session for today. I will see everyone tomorrow. Okay, thank you.
再见，谢谢大家。
再见。